Hello guys, good morning. Welcome back to Floramancer mod pack from Minecraft. We're here in my single player world. How are you doing this morning? I hope you're well. I apologize for being a couple of minutes late. I got a late start this morning and I was going to try and skip breakfast. I tend to skip breakfast, but time rolled around and I'm like, I am not going to make it through my stream without being really hungry. So I decided I was going to be making some breakfast. So my apologies, but here we are, and let's see. Wednesday was the last time we streamed this pack, and I admit I haven't done a whole lot, in my opinion. But I have done some. Oh, I have F7 on. So we'll be going down there in a moment. I wanted to start up here because I've got my End of Flames running. I might need to refill. Yeah, I need to refill those today. So we're going to take care of that because apparently having 2 aggro carnations down there is enough to keep this growing. There's like, it's going up. So I need to make sure I get some more End of Flames going here. So we'll grab what we need for that. I did set up a different system here. The Elven mana spreader is pulling enough mana fast enough, which it's not anymore, but it was, that the Exoflame and the Hopper Hawk and the Ranencarpus was not getting any mana, so it stopped functioning because the functional flowers didn't have any mana. So I put a mana splitter here and 2 pools, and this pool has an isolated spark on it, which means it is not connected to the spark network, so it won't pull the mana out of here. And this is the pool that I have paired with all the flowers here. So I do see this is still filling up. We'll have to keep an eye on that because I don't want it to get full, because then everything will stop here again. Hello. I'll take all that pretty chainmail stuff, thank you. So yeah, let's do that first. Let's get the flower, the petals, and seeds that we need for this one. I may need to put another Elven mana spreader here to make sure that that empties fast enough. We shall see. I don't know. Okay, so let's grab seeds. And I might already have I have my flower pouch on me, so we'll be able to refill that. And I want to put these in here. I like to collect the armor. How are we on seeds? Oh good, we'll take a stack. And we'll see if we can do a stack of flowers in there. For that we need, is it 2 red or is it 2 brown? It's 2 brown. Okay, 2 brown, red, and light gray. So we're gonna need all of those, half of those, or less than, no, we need half of those and half of those, right? Because we're gonna need, yes, for that, and 64 of those and 64 of those. All right, seeds, brown, brown, red, gray. You're all set when you make another one very soon. Okay, so that's all set. We're gonna be making bunches of mana, and as far as mana is concerned, let's take a look at where we are. For End of Flames, we have 12 mana pools out of the 200 we need. The hydrangeas have 9 out of 50, so that's what we've got so far. We still only have the 1 from the Rose Arcana because I'm only running it when I'm AFK at a mob farm, and I haven't done that this time. I did kill a couple more Endermen. I got a few more Ender Pearls because I'd like to get started on making some Terra Steel. I have enough to make 2 ingots right now as far as Ender Pearls is concerned. I need to be killing Endermen whenever I see them. So we have the stuff to make 2. We need 3 to make 1 piece of terrasteel armor, plus other bits, but we need 3 terrasteel per. So we're gonna need to be working on that. I made some changes to my mega pool. If you see, I've got these living rock breaks in here, and here. I completely spaced off the fact that sparks only reach 12. And this is a bit longer than 12. Like 16 or something. So I removed these pools in order to make sure all of the pools get mana in them. These will eventually, they're just too far from that. They can't reach these, and that's okay. So yeah. I had learned that the hard way. Do I still have the... That reaches all the way down to... It looks like it reaches all the way down to that one. We'll see. But, again, this one is recessive, so it's taking everything from the hydrangeas and pushing it into the pools. And then we have a recessive one over there. This is coming from the End of Flames currently. And it's just pushing it to all of these pools. And then this is a dominant spark. So it's pulling mana from the nearby pools to this one. And this is actually going to help us with supplying mana that direction when I start building stuff over there. So the plan, hopefully, is to have mana production on this side of the base. Hopefully. So in all different spaces over there, and then have it coming towards me and dropping off in the mega pool. And on the way, it can fuel any functional things that we have going on the base on that side. The base on this side, we're going to pull from the mega pool and send it that way. That's the dream. That is the dream. All right, another thing that I've done since Wednesday is we have our furnace array thing here. I made an exoflame, and I also have a mana pool here. This mana pool has a dominant spark on it, so it is actually pulling mana from this pool, which this pool is connected to the Endo Flames. It's receiving mana from the pump, that sort of thing, at the mana flames, and it arrives in here and it's going there and there. So it's where the mana disappears to. So this exoflame can fuel these 8 furnaces. It cannot reach this one, so we do need to make another exoflame. It will also make the middle ones work faster because the effect stacks. So I'll probably put the other one right there. Get the most amount of stacking possible. So the ones on the ends will be the ones that aren't the fastest or most efficient. But the exoflame is now what's fueling. I could probably take the coal out of these, but yeah, it's what's fueling the furnaces. And then back up here, I wanted to show you that I do now have a nether portal up here where the thermalilies are, because again, we're going to need to retrieve lava from the nether to fuel these. So I put a nether portal in here, made a note of the things that I need to do. So the lava's arrival from the nether, need to store the buckets of lava. I need to put empty buckets from here into however way I'm going to send them back through the nether, and then I need to figure out a way to put the full buckets in the dispensers. So those things are what need to be done here. If we go to the nether, this nether portal is linked to its own. The other one is actually down that way and up a little bit. So this one is independent. But I dug my way down here. It is not safe yet. But I dug a way down here. And this way on next to the lava is a familiar setup for many of you if you've been watching. This is the bucket refilling center that I've been using for the water. just set it up for lava. Now this was a pain in the butt because underneath practically all of these blocks was more lava. So I had to do dropping the gravel to fill it in, to then dig it out, and I replaced just about every border block with this polished granite. And this is the block that keeps replenishing. These blocks don't go down into the lava. They're just to keep us from being seen by ghasts and things that spawn out here. Right now, this will look prettier eventually. And it's not complete. Right now, if I threw an empty bucket in there, it will make a bucket of lava and then it'll drop it right there. And that's as far as it goes. So what I need to do, one, I need to feed it empty buckets. Now this setup only works with one bucket. So I need to drop one bucket at a time, have the hopper hawk pick it up before I drop the next one. So what I'm considering doing is tying into this line, redstone line, a timer or a way of sending a pulse to a dropper. So it will just drop one each time. This is the pulse that drops the bucket, that drops the full bucket out of the empty crate. This second pulse here. This one fills the bucket, this one here. So in the dropping of the full bucket, I want to drop an empty bucket. And I will need a way of picking up the full bucket. This isn't actually on fire. I really hope the oven crate doesn't burn. That's something I never checked, but I don't think it does. This may be a problem, however, I might have to lay some more gravel further out. Because if this is on fire when it drops the lava bucket, that's just useless. So yeah, I may have to drop some more gravel further out to keep it from catching on fire. Yay for that. So yeah, then I need another hopper hawk with a full bucket of lava somewhere within the range of that spot to put it in a minecart chest, I'm gonna say. Minecart with chest, and have the minecart travel up there. We could eventually do it with illuminizers, I think. I've not tried, but you can use it for item transport, so it's possible that I could send lava buckets up there without a minecart. But we're gonna use a minecart. We're gonna make an enclosed rail here so that we don't get shot at or anything, and have them come up here and go through the nether portal. Now, I've just decided this morning, I am not going to have the actual minecart go through the nether portal. You can, but I'm not going to. I am going to use a dispenser to throw the lava, well, not a dispenser, a dropper to throw the lava buckets into the nether portal. They'll show up on the other side, and I'll have a hopper hawk on the other side picking them up. The method that I realized would work is, I'm sure it's done other places, but where I saw it was Tango Tech's Iron Titan farm, where he's sorting out the poppies and he's throwing them through the nether portal to keep it active. So he's using a dispenser. We need to use a dropper because otherwise it's just going to dispense the lava. So we're going to use a dropper, but it's on a timer and it just spits poppies through the nether portal. So we're going to use that method to spit the buckets of lava into the nether portal so that we don't have to worry about minecarts disappearing between dimensions or anything. So that's the hope. That's the hope there for what we're going to do for getting lava to here. And it's quite a bit of complicated redstone that I will likely just copy the tutorial between streams on my own and just show you it actually functioning, because I am, not confident in setting it up on my own without following the tutorial. And it's no fun watching me follow a tutorial while I'm streaming. Trust me, I've tried. I don't have fun doing it, so I'm not going to expect you to have fun watching it. But that's what I've done so far with planning the thermalilies. We do have a bit more work to do, of course, with getting this before we can actually get it running. but that is what I have. We need to do the lava from the nether, and we need to do the the flower creation somewhere here as well. I am not sure I'm going to do more than 2 flowers. I haven't decided. It needs how many pools of mana for the 100? So it's a lot. We could probably pull that off with 2 just fine because it makes a lot of mana. So yeah. And this pool, once I put a spark on it, will connect to this mana pool for the pump, but it can't reach this one, so it won't create that loop. I still need to cover this in the mana glass. I haven't made any more. Speaking of mana glass, if you watched last stream, we were working on a Cobbleworks, Botania Cobbleworks, and I was being really goofy about it. I could tell I was tired. I have started setting one up. This is so pretty. If you've ever watched, it's been years, it's been I think 3 years, but the Gyms on Hermitcraft, he doesn't play Minecraft anymore, but he did a Hermitcraft mod sauce series that was doing the Botania challenges for 1.7.10 Minecraft, and he set this exact display here for stone and cobblestone. I thought it was beautiful, so I just went and copied it. I was like, this looks really pretty. So I did that, and we've got the pulse mana spreaders with weight lenses on it, aiming at the mana splitters in behind these blocks that go into mana pools. So weight lenses, if you don't know, cause the block that it hits to fall as if it's like sand or gravel. So it falls and it hits this bottom half slab and it breaks and becomes an item that the Hopper Hawk can pick up. Now, the mana pools behind this block and the lava there have recessive sparks on it. So if any residual mana is left after it breaks the block and hits the mana spreader, which I'm not sure there ever will be, but if there is, the recessive sparks will send it back to this main pool. Okay, so we're making stone and cobblestone that way. What I'd also like to do is, once the cobblestone is full, which it's got a space for 32 stacks, so it's going to take a while, I want another Hopper Hawk over here on top of the crafty crate, dropping cobblestone into a mana pool. We know that I think it needs the alchemy catalyst, but let's see, pretty sure it does. So we're gonna have to move this crate, but we'll have it under an alchemy catalyst, and cobblestone dropped on top of it into some mana will become sand. So then it'll pick up the sand. Now once the sand crate is full, it'll just have sand spewing everywhere, and another Hopper Hawk over here will pick that sand up and smelt it into glass. Now I'm going to need an exoflame over here. I've made a note. I'm going to need an exoflame, 3 Hopper Hawks. I need to get mana over here, and then eventually I will need to make a spectranthemum, which I'll explain in a moment. Does something else I'm planning. So over here we will have stone, cobblestone, sand, and glass. All right. That's what we will have here, and we need to get mana over here to this pool, and we're gonna need to make an alchemy catalyst. I don't have any room on that sign, I don't think. Alch catalyst. There we go. We squeeze it in there. So we need an alchemy catalyst to make sand, and I'll move that drawer. I was just trying to figure out where I wanted things. And then over here, where I'm going to be digging out another room, we're going to relocate the pure daisy that we have upstairs in the river area down here. And we're going to use a really cool system that also the Gyms did in his Let's Play, using the tiny planet to break the blocks around the pure daisy. I thought it looked really cool. The method that I'm using is perfectly usable. It's perfectly fine if that's what you want to do. But I thought his was really neat. And so what I'm going to do is use the spectranthemum to take stone. Once that barrel is full, the stone will just show up here as it's still working. The spectranthemum will pick up the stone and teleport it. And it teleports at 12 blocks, which 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, around here. So we're gonna need a hopper hawk that reaches to this area, wherever I bind it. It's either 12 or 15, I don't remember. But we'll have to have a hopper hawk reach to this range that's in this area, and the hopper hawk here will pick it up and stick it in a stone drawer or chest over here to feed the Pure Daisy system. If I can figure it out, since again this is redstone, I would like to figure out a way that once this drawer is full of stone and this drawer is full, this drawer is full of glass, that we turn off these things. So when that one's full of glass, we turn off the cobblestone one, and when that one over there is full of stone, we turn off the stone one. I'm pretty certain that we can do that with comparators on the drawers. But again, since redstone is not my forte at all, it's going to take me doing some research and trying to figure out how to do that. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything else that I've done. This took me a long while to try to figure out. Cobbleworks sometimes use gravel as well, and we may end up doing that. How do you make gravel in this system? I don't think you can. You can dupe it. I don't want to dupe it. So we'd need to set up an anvil smashing center. This is provided by Inspirations mod. You pretty much just are dropping an anvil at least 2 blocks, I think. If you place gravel here, you need to drop the anvil here. So there'd be like a dispenser that dispenses an anvil, because a dispenser will actually try to place the anvil. And so it will place it here and drop it on the cobble, which will turn it into gravel. And I think it breaks the anvil as well. So then it'll be I haven't tested this. This is only what I've read on the mods page. So we're going to learn how to do that. And we would do that in here somewhere too. We might like move one of these down so to make room to do the cobble. Probably on this side to do cobble to gravel. Because we need flint if we are going to go this direction instead of trying to find a creeper spawner, because you can alchemize flint into gunpowder for pretty cheap, which it goes the other way too, just so you know. Flint to gunpowder for really cheap with an alchemy catalyst. And we're gonna need a lot of gunpowder for an entropinium, which is another mana generating flower. So there you go. I think we're caught up. I think you are. I've got these running. I don't have any other automated things done. I haven't done any building. I did a couple of Endermen, parked myself over there in their janky Enderman area over in the desert savannah. And yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of Ender Pearls. As I mentioned, I've got 2. So that wasn't very successful. But that's life, right? Not everything's going to be super successful. So, yeah. Looking at my possible to-do list. The lava from the nether we have to figure out. I need to learn a few things. Down at the lava's edge, we need to make sure that that one block doesn't keep catching on fire. So I need to bring a whole bunch of gravel down there to take care of that, because we don't want that to catch on fire, because otherwise it'll just burn our lava buckets, and that's not what we want. wasted iron, wasted lava. Not good. Yeah, we need to take a signal from the redstone to trigger a dropper to drop the lava buckets one at a time. And we need to, you know, I'm just thinking, oh no, lava buckets don't stack. We need to do a chest minecart. I was thinking about doing a hopper minecart to remove the need for a hopper to take things out of the minecart. But with two thermal lilies running, we're gonna need 20 buckets of lava an hour. Because it takes the mana, and then it has a 5-minute cooldown. So if we set our timer for 6 minutes for placing the lava, that gives it time to, you know, process the mana out of the flour and the 5-minute cooldown before it'll pick up lava again. So that's plenty of time for that. We need to make a safe rail line. We should probably enclose the room in something other than netherrack. And we need to make a chunk loader. Hopefully we only need one, because it's chicken chunks. I think you can make it like 3 chunks wide, and I think 3 chunks is plenty for the area that we're going to need. What do we need for a chunk loader? Alright, enchantment table, gold, ender pearl. Oh, that's gonna be... We're gonna have to hang on a moment for that. I don't need to do anything fancy for the rail line, but I do know I have so much granite. I have so much granite. So we're just gonna use granite. Might as well make it pure granite. We could also do the granite pavement, granite bricks. Might want some stairs. What the hey, you know? Because we just have so much granite. So much. Alright, so let's head over there and we'll start laying down granite instead of netherrack for where the rail line is going to be. How are you doing? You're still going up, so we're probably going to need another elven spreader. We could try, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but we could try to put, what lens? An efficiency, potency, elven nano lenses? Slinger, warps, redirectos, celebratory, flare, tripwire. Interesting. No. I need velocity, potency. Yes, potency, and it's close enough so it won't lose mana. The distance is still close enough. Decrease the amount of time it takes for the members to start losing mana. Boy, it does it at a lot. Okay, let me read this again. Decrease the amount of time it takes for the mana burst to start losing its mana. But when that happens, it does so at a lot slower rate. So if we did, can we do potency and efficiency together? I think so. Yeah. Alright. We might look into that. What do we need for the recipe? I didn't even look at that. Potency. Needs just a fire rune? Ooh, efficiency. Just a water. Oh, this is so craftable. We're so doing that right now. Alright, we're definitely doing that right now. Let's grab, I should have, yep, mana, we got glass panes, we need 8 iron. We need to turn that into mana steel. We need a slime ball, which we might need to make. I don't know if I have any in this crafted yet. So we'll make one. Alright, so let's make the 2 lenses. And then we need a fire rune and a water rune. Potency, efficiency, and I think we need to put potency on the top. Because if you switch it, obviously it becomes efficiency, potency, and I think this is what we want. Alright, so we've got a composite lens. Let's see how well this does after a while. Get that on there. Now this should send larger bursts of mana each time, and efficiency means that it will lose mana at a decreased rate. That's if we were going beyond its range, but because the potency lens means it's got a shorter range before it starts to lose mana, we're still within that with, what, only 5 or 6 blocks away. We're still fine. So this should help lower the amount of mana in here so it doesn't collect as much. Hopefully. Alright. Into the nether. Thought I heard a ghast. So, what I did, dang it. Hi. I'm not good at this. That got you. Ha! Alright. So let's get down here. We're going to start down here where so to make our rail, because it'll make more sense this way. I think what we'll do is put the... How do you make these? What's the recipe for that? Okay, totally can do those. So we're going to do this for the under the rails, and we'll have our pickup station over here somewhere. Let's hope we don't get a whole bunch of lava above us or something. I know there's lava below us we have to be careful about, but we can do that. Alright, so if we, hopefully that's enough space. If we make the stairwell start to go here, that should be enough space for us to do the picking up the full buckets and putting it into the minecart, and then we'll just start going up and figure out how to get connected to our portal up here. We'll have to do a switchback probably. Alright, so this is where it spit us out. Yeah, we'll have to come around and go up there. Yes? Is that where that spits out? Maybe we'll do pretty good. Alright. There. We're gonna get rid of you. Okay. Suppose I can keep doing that. And figure out. Whoops. Swirl around once. I don't want to go too far that way because we'll encounter the nether portal. But if we got to here, we could go around. I think this is how we can do it. Go back this way. Needs to be... And then we can do... there, and then we arrive and we have the dropping off station with the mechanism for throwing the buckets into the nether portal. Alright, so that's the groundwork for the rail. Mostly powered, but of course where we turn we're gonna have to use, this one might not work. We might need to actually do that now that I'm looking at it. Okay. I wonder what the blast resistance is of granite. Alright, so I think that will work. Oh, we might have had a problem. We might have a problem here too, because it can't turn and go up at the same time. So we might have to tweak that again. Let's do that. And now fixed for the third time. Oops. All right. So around, up, turn. Oh, I might have goofed here too, which will fix it going the other direction. Yeah. That won't work. I am making this far more complicated than I need to, aren't I? But this won't work here. It can't turn and go up at the same time. Might have helped if I'd brought rail with me so that I could see that as I was crafting, as I was placing stuffs. I don't have a whole lot of space here that I can back up because I want to make sure I have enough room. Probably should have made the system here first so I knew how much room I'd need, right? Maybe we should work on that. What are we going to need for it? Let's make a chest to put this stuff in so we don't have to keep carrying it with us. And we'll put it here. All the granite. can go in there. All right, so we need a hopper hawk. Picking up full buckets of lava, putting it into a chest over a hopper but we also need a minecart station. I don't think I know how to do a minecart station. Where a minecart stops and waits until it's full, and when it's full, it goes. I really don't think I know how to do that. That might be something I'm gonna have to research. Oh, all of the fun, all of the fun. Well. Let me write that down because that's something I didn't think about. Yeah, not sure. We might have to suspend that till I do some more reading and research and testing so I can learn how to do it in a tutorial world, because I doubt I'm going to find an image that I can copy. Let's look. Minecraft minecart item. Let's see. Images. That might be a good image. There, it's an unloading station. That is what I would need at the top. What I need is a loader, don't I? Item loader. That looks interesting. Okay. Efficient and reliable. That's nice. Extremely compact. Hey, compact is nice too. And that's pretty zoomed in. Let me look at this picture. See, this is an unloader. We need the other side. The loading side. Says it has a loader in it. The loader. Really? Is that it? It's just got a comparator sending a signal down, inverting a signal down to a redstone repeater into a block that will then trigger a piece of powered rail. We could try that. Let's get the stuff I need. Let me move this image over so I can actually see it. And still see chat at the same time. Alright, let's give this a go. Let's go back, grab some supplies. Might as well use this until I can get it correct. Alright, so we need some redstone, a comparator, repeater, chest, hopper, hopper hawk. So let's go do that. Right, do I already have a chest here? I do. I got chest. I know I have hopper. So there's that part. I don't believe I have any redstone already crafted, and so I have quartz in my inventory. We got that. And I need... Okay. Let's make some torches, and we'll do the repeater first. And then I need 2 more torches, don't I, for a comparator. Comparator, and then I need 1 more stick, or the image shows it so you can invert the signal that's going into the block. Okay. And then we need to make an item frame. Do I already have item frame? No. So we need a piece of leather and some more sticks. I'm gonna make 7. So this will have a bucket of lava in it, which I think we might already have. We'll just use that one. Hopper Hawk. Floating Hopper Hawk. So we need you. And you. And we have to get you. And I have excess flowers in here, so let's just use these. Alright. Oh, poop. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't need a fern. Let's try again. Wrong mana pool. Aim for this one. There we go. Alright. We need to assemble the floating flower. And now make the Hopper Hawk. So we need a seed. And a redstone root. You back. Then we just need some petals. Do I have excess ones in here still? I do. I'll take you. There's only 1 of the regular gray and we need 2. So let's just leave that one there and grab ourselves an air rune. Okay. We got it. Okay. You. And then we're gonna make you floating. I'm trying to remember. I think the range for one without mana is like a 3x3, or maybe it's a 5x5. It's small. So we need to remember that wherever we put this one, it has to be able to reach that block. Let's grab some rail. We need to make some powered rail, I think. Nope, I've got a couple. We do 1 of those and we'll grab a stack of rail. Is that it? Is that all we need for the loader? Let's find out. Let's go try to assemble it. Alright. Woo! Alright. So the first thing we need to do is plan where the Hopper Hawk is going to go. 1, 2, 3. How far do you reach? Did that just show 5? I can't tell from here. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3. On 3 in each direction, it looks like. One, 2, 3. We might have to put this down a little bit. And I didn't bring any gravel with me. I'm gonna need to do that. Okay. So I want to make sure that Hopper Hawk can pick up the full buckets. So let's get some gravel. Gotta delete some lava. I don't even know how much gravel I have. We'll grab all 3 stacks. Because why not? We don't need you anymore. Okay. Make some space. Alright. Oh, fantastic. Hi. Did you drop stuff that I can pick up? Of course not, because you fell in the lava. Alright, so let's delete some lava here. We might need to come out here. Ooh, and there might help. I'm thinking about where it's been catching the stuff on fire. So that's already been filled in around there. Uh-huh. Was there someone today that I saw? No. Alright, so this area is now cleared. Let's grab the granite, because we're going to line everything in this stuff. So, we put it there. To fill that in. That'll help keep things from catching on fire too. So again, if we put the floating Hopper Hawk right there, that will reach down there. Actually, that looks a decent distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it is 5. If that's the case, I can definitely put it up. Like here would be nice. That should still reach it. Alright, so if we did that, this will be where the chest is at. Right here. With the item frame on it so that we don't pick up randomness while we do this stuff. There we go. And then the hopper is underneath, leading down to where the cart is going to be. So we are going to have to do some more clearing out. Unless I move this over. Let's move you over. I'm hoping that'll reach. What happens if I throw something down there? Okay. That. Hopper underneath. That means this is where the rail is going. And we'll need to go that way a little bit to put the redstone out here. We'll enclose it, of course. So what needs to go here is that's a block that the comparator is going to go on, right, like this. And then a block that it's going to go into, and on the other side will be a torch, so we're going to have to get rid of some of that lava. I don't think redstone is susceptible to being burned by lava, but I don't want to take that chance. This is where the torch is going to go, is out here. Yeah, and I need to go out a little further. Okay. Because what I'm seeing here is that this block right there, underneath it here, needs to be the repeater, and that needs to be a piece of redstone. That looks accurate to the picture. Now to enclose this area because we don't want it blown up. I want to really get there just in case. So do that. I'll fill that in with gravel in a moment. That's how tall I'm going to want it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to fill it all with gravel. It looks like I've got a lot of gravel filling to do. Alright, so that's a start. I should fill these in. Let's break this so I don't lose the redstone while I do that. Now we can replace the redstone. This one too. Okay. Inverted signal. Alright. So we have that. Apparently that's all is needed. That was a regular rail going out of it. It's currently powered. And now it's not because it has stuff that needs to load. And then when everything gets taken out, it turns back on again. Yay! That's what I want it to do. Alright, so we need to fix our path going up. Let's get more pavement, and we'll grab some in case we need to make more pavement. And we'll use these rails so we know whether or not they'll turn, if I'm doing them correctly. This is probably enough here. Of course. Let's fill you in, if I can. I did. And pavement. Let's start tweaking this. So we could probably turn here sooner, so we don't have to do a little spirally thing as much. Okay, let's give that a go. If we start turning here, crap. There's lava right there. Let's get rid of you. That get rid of it. Let me in there. No, it's right there. Alright. No. No, we don't need lava. Alright. Let's give this a tweak. Let's see. You. Here. And there's the turn before it goes up. Bunch of fire. Alright. And can't wait till we enclose this to make it a lot safer, but I think, alright. Can you see me? Of course you can. Alright, that was unpleasant. Another reason why I would really like to be enclosed about now. Okay, so we want to turn here. I think so. Won't be too low. We'll still be lower than we were, but only by a couple blocks, so that's not bad. Without having to do a whole bunch of Frenchy-schmenchy alterations. Whoop. Did something just shot at me? Go down and collect our blocks. Alright, oh, this spot right here actually needs to be different, doesn't it? It needs to be flat. And then we can go up. So I'm going to be a bit more than I thought lower. But we'll figure it out once we get up there where we need to be. That's the opening there. It's not too bad. Might actually help. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Might need to go that way just a little bit. For the actual offloading station, but I'm not going to create the unloading station until I've made the setup for throwing the lava buckets into the portal, and that I don't have actual images. I have Tango Tech video to watch and build along with him, so definitely doing that on my own time between streams, but we'll keep doing this. Go back down. We're gonna place this track and we'll substitute powered rail when we need it, especially, you know, all along going up, but I just want to make sure that things are gonna work and I didn't screw up this time. Looks like it. Looks like it connected just fine. I just need to make a whole bunch of powered rail and enclose this so that my rail is safe, and maybe make it large enough for me to walk alongside it so that I don't run into the rail cart. If I happen to need to come down here, I might as well use the same trek. I'm trying to think if with Tango's system, if there's even room to walk through the nether portal while you're throwing stuff through it. We'll see, right? I guess. So we can pick up lava. The unloading station. We can't put the two together. We can't have an unloader and a loader in the same spot here. I don't think I could put like a hopper under here, of course, and because it's just going to run through. I'm going to need to... Oh, I'm not going to be able to switch the track, but I'm guessing I'm going to need to do more than one rail. Have one rail to go to, and then have it spin around up there once it's empty, and go on the empty road track over here to drop the buckets. And then come around somehow to this one. Wow, okay, so this is going to be a little bit more complicated, I think, than I expected. Man, I need to think this through, don't I? Because right now all I have is picking up lava buckets. Because otherwise I have no way of getting lava buckets here. I need to get the lava buckets here, and the only way to do that is to pick up the ones that it's already emptied and bring them down here. Hi, Darkwing. Oh, I hope he doesn't see me. I don't need you to see me and shoot all of my redstone. No. It's hard enough for me to figure out redstone without you shooting at me. Alright. Anyone really familiar with minecart operations and stuff that could help me figure out what I need to do? Yes, that part is working, Darkwing. It is working the same way as with water. This system right here, where you put the empty bucket in, it creates a bucket of lava, and it'll drop it down here, and then I actually have it being picked up by this hopper hawk so that it can be loaded into a minecart. But what I'm now perplexed about is when the minecart up there from the overworld collects all the empty buckets that need to be filled up. It shouldn't... I was like, hey, we can just use the same rail, but I can't do an unloader here with an loader in the same spot. And if I can, I don't know how. Because I'm just using a picture for a simple loader and unloader. And I like how simple this is. I can actually understand what it's doing, and that's the point of me learning this particular redstone, is that I'm learning to understand what it's doing, so that hopefully I can replicate it without looking at pictures in the future. But we have the problem of when the rail minecart comes down with empty buckets. I'm going to need to take it away from this spot and send it over here to drop the buckets, the empty buckets, one at a time for this to be created. I can do the one at a time. That's not a problem. I can do that with a clock, or like I do with the endo flames, dropping it on a pressure plate that triggers the dropper. But what I'm concerned about now is if we have, are we gonna have to have two minecart rails, one coming to drop off empty buckets and one sending full buckets back up. I don't understand. Yeah, two rails might be easiest, because otherwise I have to figure out how to do rail switch. Yeah, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by trying to figure that out. So if we did two rails, what would happen? Let's try to figure this out. Full ones go up to there, drop it off, spin around, come down another rail. We'll pick up empty buckets, come down, drop off the empty buckets. Oh, two separate carts altogether, probably.